It's your boy Akademiks, and we have confirmed two things today. We have confirmed that the devil is a lie, and we've confirmed that Young Jeezy and Rick Ross has squashed their beef. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Rick Ross announced that his newest single off his upcoming album Mastermind, that's being released soon, will feature none other than Young Jeezy. If you guys didn't know, Young Jeezy and Rick Ross, they've been beefing for quite a while, for a couple of years now. However, it seems that's over. It's over and done with. They're going to be on a song together. They were seen, and you guys can see the picture on the screen now. They're posed up in the studio together, and the beef is over. So, it was probably one of those things that they probably got in contact with each other, and it was like, yo, do you remember why we beefing? No. Jeezy, you remember why we beefing? No. It was one of those things. You know when you've been mad at somebody for so long, you forget the reason you're mad? I don't even remember why they're really beefing. Why did Rick Ross and Jeezy have problems? So they probably just said, F it, we're both established within the industry. Nothing you do to me or anything I do to you is going to hurt your career or my career. Let's just get in the studio. Let's get this money. Let's make this records. We both got fans on each side. Let's bring it together and just increase the brand they're putting out. I really like this, but it seems like right now in hip-hop, everybody's squashing beef. We got 50 and Fat Joe. They squashed their beef. They got a song together right now. We had Chris Brown and Drake. The beef for the Light Brights. They squashed their beef as well. And 50 Cent was probably one of the last people I would ever think about squashing beef, but it looks like he did it. So I'm wondering who's next to squash their beef in hip-hop. What are we going to see next? Are we going to see Waka and Gucci squash their beef? Are we going to see Kendrick and Drake squash their beef, if you called it a beef? Who's going to squash their beef next? Is it going to be 50 and Game? Are they going to squash whatever beef they have? They going to do a song together? Or just a theory, or Jeezy could have just figured like, yo, I got arrested twice in the last week. This nigga Rick Ross uses CO Connects to put me on some type of terrorism police watch list, and niggas is locking me up all over the place. Let me squash the beef with him and get the cops on my side. Just saying, I don't know. But anyway, in all seriousness, we could see this coming from a mile away. They were both featured on the Rihanna joint, the Pour It Up remix. I'm really enjoying this collab. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm hoping this is going to be a fusion between TM 101 Jeezy and Deeper Than Rap Rick Ross. Both classic albums from Rick Ross and Jeezy. And I can't wait for those fusion of those different sounds, all that heavy trap, gun talk, all the heavy ignorance. We're going to see who's going to be moving the most weight on a song. You never know what's going to come out between a song between Young Jeezy and Rick Ross. But you guys can get in the comment box. Let me know how you guys think it's going to go. I will say, though, I'm a little bit surprised that Jeezy could actually get over Rick Ross calling him a fuckboy on Summer Is Mine song like a couple of years back, about 9 times in a row. You guys don't remember that shit? Remember when Rick Ross came on the song, it was like, fuck boy, and he was getting at Jeezy, but obviously Jeezy looked like he has a forgiving spirit, and he forgave Rick Ross because they're in the studio together, and he's going to be on Rick Ross' next single. It's definitely a good day in hip-hop. I'm glad Rick Ross and Jeezy did this now while they're still relevant. I don't like to see niggas past their prime or out of their relevancy now trying to squash beef or like undo what was done years ago, what they did in their prime. Like 50 Cent and Fat Joe, cool. I mean, I have nothing against it, but I'm not trying to hear a 50 Cent and Fat Joe collab. To be honest, I barely want to hear them individually. I don't care if they're really making up. If they were going to make up, they should have made up in 2006 when I still wanted to hear both of them. In 2014? Who cares? It's like seeing Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather in 2025. No, if I don't see Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather in 2014, save that shit. I don't want to see it later. I don't want to see a bunch of niggas beyond their primes now trying to lace it back up and show us what we missed. No. Let it go. So, while I'm really excited for this Jeezy and Ross squashing the beef, getting on a song together collab, miss me with the Fat Joe and Rick Ross. Miss me with the 50 Cent and Fat Joe song. I don't really care about it. It's a cool song. I heard it. I don't mind it. Will I bump it constantly? No. I want you guys to get in the comment box right now. Let me know who you want to see squash their beef in hip-hop. You want to see Migos and Chief Keef squash their beef? That would be ill collab if they did and gotten a song together. Who do you want to see squash their beef? Who do you don't care about squashing their beef? And What do you think about this new Jeezy and Rick Ross song that's about to get released soon? Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you guys subscribe to me. Hit me on that Twitter at Akademiks. Also, make sure you guys check me out on Facebook. Just search DJ Akademiks so you find my fan page. Make sure you like that. And also, just let me hear your feedback.